Okay, so I just want to go back to a prophetic dream that I had, and I made a video, and I told you about the dream. I even pulled cards on it, right? But the crazy thing is, last night I could not sleep for anything in this world. My whole house couldn't sleep. It was just like chaotic. 33. Like, pretty sure it was like a spiritual attack or something. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Like, definitely was like a spiritual attack. My house couldn't sleep for anything. I couldn't sleep. And last night I did readings, and like I had a whole bunch of them. I stayed up literally until probably maybe 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was gonna post them, but something was like, don't post them, so I erased everything 111. And like it's not really anything. How can I explain this? So like, okay, you can't only praise the devil when you're waiting for your justice or the karma to happen to someone, right? Some people be like, they want to be front row when they see the people that did something to them get their karma. They want to be front row. They want to see it. I'm not that type of person, but whatever. Anyway, so I feel like those readings last night, I feel like whoever was spiritually attacking me, like at this point they know, like if you attack me, I'm going to pick up on the energy. Excuse me, confirmation 222. They know I'm going to pick up on the energy. So I feel like at this point, the attacks now are just to, I guess, like this is their way of getting their readings. You feel me? And I feel like the devil, I ain't gonna say the devil, but the shadow side. Get down! Get down! The shadows, you feel me? Look, the shadow side. You see how the devil's smiling? He wants to defeat these people. He don't want them to know what's coming for them. He wanted to be a surprise. So I deleted all the videos. You feel me? Like, he didn't want... Sometimes when I have to figure out, like, my videos are cutting off and stuff like that. That has never happened to me before. I have an iPhone, and I have, I think, like, what is it, the 256 storage or whatever it is. So like, this is an old phone, so like I cleared everything out. Like the storage, it should be no problem, but for some reason it said phone storage issues, like your iCloud storage. And so I just took that as a sign, whether it's from up above or down below. It's a sign for something. I feel like they didn't want that message to get out. They want this to be a surprise to these people. Whoever it is, they want these people in their head. Ain't no rest for the wicked. So anyway, like I said, I deleted all those videos. But anyway, I couldn't sleep, right? And so I never watch TV. I don't even watch Netflix, and I got it. Like, I don't watch it. I usually watch my TV shows, like, you know, my reality TV shows from Broken Silence. It's a website. Anyway, whatever. So I don't really watch TV. But for some reason, something told me to go to Netflix. So I got on Netflix, and you know, they have little recommendations. So I just scrolled through my recommendations to see, you know, whatever. And I came across this documentary of this girl. It's called Girl in the Picture, right? And like, I'm new to spirituality, right? Like, I'm open-minded about everything. So like, this something happened, and I just kind of like, you know how they say, some people went, some people were called, and some are chosen. I definitely believe that I'm chosen for this. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Back to this. So I had to go. Something told me to come on here. And it's a Netflix documentary about a girl, and it's called Girl in the Picture. Long story short, it's about this girl who they're trying to figure out like who it is. Like, it's like layers and layers and layers of mysteries of them trying to figure out who this girl is. I never got to finish it because I ended up falling asleep on it 555. And I'm gonna go back and watch it, but it's like, once they think they figured out who this person is, it's like another layer, and then another layer, and then another layer of who she is. But to the part that I got, they had figured out that this man had kidnapped this girl when she was younger. And they initially thought that she was her husband at first. And then they found out it wasn't her husband, it was her dad. And then they found out he wasn't her dad, he was a man that had kidnapped her from somewhere. So when I fell asleep at this point, they was trying to figure out like, where did she come from? Like, where did she get kidnapped at? Like, trying to find her roots or whatever. And but the part that stood out to me the most was, they believe that he ended up killing her, right? She got how they said she died was a hit and run, but she ended up dying. And she had a son when she had died. And like, this stuff really starting this 707 like not scare me, but it's just like, it kind of just takes my breath away a little bit. But in the documentary, she has a son and she dies, right? So the child ended up going into foster care with this family. And the guy that remember, they thought that this was husband and wife, and they had a son together. He wasn't the father, so they ended up terminating his rights because they suspected him of killing that woman. So they terminated his rights. He ended up kidnapping the child from school and held the principal at gunpoint and like kidnapped the kid from school and like, whatever, took the child. And when I had this dream, the guy that had the car, he kidnapped the child in a blue truck, right? And I believe this woman, she came to me in my dream, and like, I think she wants me to say like what happened to the son, because if you watch the documentary, they ended up catching him, but they couldn't figure out what happened to the son. He would never say what happened to the son. And I feel like this lady came to me to share what happened to her son. And I think this is what she wants me to say. I think maybe this video may find somebody or whatever, and I feel like this is what happened to her son. He didn't kill the son. Remember I said in my dream, like, the mother found the son, and I believe she knew, like, I guess she knew where he would take the child. 9/11, she knew where he would take the child. Remember when I said she didn't go the way that they went, she went another way. I know it had something to do with the train. I remember a train, but I don't remember like what the significance of this train was. I just remember something about a train. I just wrote it down. I believe he didn't kill this child. I believe he sold this child into a brothel, right? And the kid may still be living to today, because I think this took place in the 90s or something like that. The kid could very well be alive. Maybe this child is watching this, or I don't really know why I'm having to say this, but it was placed in front of me, and it spooked me when I was watching this, and I was like, is that what I had a dream about? Is this why I had this dream? It just kind of spooked me out a little bit. So I'm just putting it out there, maybe for whoever it is for, or why. Like, you would know why. I don't know why. 1010. I don't know why. But the child didn't even do anything to the child. I feel like he just sold the child, like sex trade, maybe to a brothel or sex slavery or something like that. But the child was alive. Like, she showed me. I believe like I was like the cop. I wish I had more information in the dream. Like, I was the cop, or I was the, like, I remember I said the lady she took the cop with her to show. Like, the cop didn't say anything, but like she was like leading, and the cop was just there. It was a woman. She was just there. So I don't know. I just think I should say that. But yeah, that's what it was. That's what that is. 11/11.